Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abby and today I'm going to be showing you what I do for my plants and to my plants before I go away. So I forgot to film this intro before I left home, so as you can probably see, I'm not at my house at the moment, I'm with family. But I have over 80 houseplants and I am away for 3 weeks, so quite a long time in terms of plant care, which is a little worrying. But in this video I'm going to show you what I do to prepare for going away. And don't stress, I do have someone coming in the flat like once or twice whenever I need her to water the plants, but I do these things to help encourage happy plants whilst I'm away. So hopefully you find this video helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you like it and don't forget to subscribe. So usually about 2 or 3 days before I go away, I will go around the entire flat and I will clean all of the leaves and give them a good dust down, just because this is something I have to keep on top of as my flat is really dusty anyway. But being away for 3 weeks, I need to just make sure all the dust is from the leaves are clean, and also at the same time check for any unwanted pests or insects and the general health of your plants. So it's a really good opportunity to do that at the same time. The next thing I will do is I will clean and change out all the water in my propagation vessels. So it's a really simple job, it doesn't take too long, and if you've got the time, run the vases through the dishwasher and clean them out thoroughly. But for me, this is the day before I'm going away, so I'm just simply emptying the water and refilling. And what I like to do with my propagation vessels is I like to make sure that I'm actually washing the roots and the stem of the plants as well. So I'll usually just give them a good rinse under the tap. So the last thing I do 2 days before I go away is I will change all the water in the glass jars that I have lying around to be used tomorrow. So they've been sat out for 24 hours and I will use these on more delicate plants tomorrow. So it's the next day now. So this is the day that we are leaving. We are leaving late in the evening. So this is something I could normally do the day before we left if we were leaving in the morning, but I have plenty of time to do that today. So I will make sure I clean my humidifier. It is a big important thing. You will see in a second how dirty this humidifier will get, and I clean this on a weekly basis. I do use tap water, and I have explained before in the review of this humidifier that using tap water is obviously encouraging it to be dirtier, but look how much grime there is. So I will take a toothbrush, and a designated toothbrush of course, and I will clean everything. Make sure you're cleaning the inside as well. So I tend to leave the last bit of water that is left in the humidifier just so I can give it a good clean. The next thing I will do is I will bring all my large, medium-sized plants to the sink. I really enjoy watering my plants at the sink. I find it so much easier for cleanliness-wise. The water will just go through the plant and drain out the bottom into the sink, and my sink does get full of soil when I'm doing this. So if I was to do this where the plant lived in the flat, there would be soil everywhere. So it is a lot cleaner and easier to clean up once you finish watering. now it is time to use the water I poured yesterday to water my more delicate plants. I am going to go ahead and water my variegated monsteras. So they are tiny bit damp. I wouldn't normally want to water them yet. I'd leave it a day or two, but obviously with going away, I need to just make sure they do have a good drink before I leave. Next, I will go around and use that same water I poured out yesterday to water the smaller plants. So I do find these are a little bit more sensitive to tap water, so I will use water that I have left out for 24 hours. So as you'll see behind me, it's a bit chaotic here, but what I'm doing is I'm taking all my plants to the sink and just watering them all the way through. So just giving them a really thorough water. And I haven't watered them, well, I prolonged it. I would have usually watered them by now, but I've just prolonged it so I can water them all today. And I've watered everything. I'm going to put everything in groups. So I will put a group of plants that need watering every 5 days, for example. So my Scindapsus pictus, my Adansonii, there's one of them that gets like really dry quickly. So I'm gonna just do the plants that need watering more often in like group A, and then there'll be like a group B. So on the 5th day she'll come in, water group A, on the 10th day she'll come in and water group A and B, and then it will just kind of like alternate like that. But I think I'm gonna just write her like a little calendar so she knows on this day to come in and she'll see group A and she'll just be able to water them. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. But it is now 12 o'clock and our train is at 4:30. I haven't finished packing yet either. I've just been in a bit of a rut. So I think I'm going to leave the plants where they are for now. I don't know how I'm going to make lunch, but I'm just going to leave the plants where they are for now, finish packing, and then put them in the groups like at the end, because they're going to take up the entire floor space. I don't want to stress her out and leave everything where it is. Like I've taken everything from up here down so she can literally just come in and water it rather than having to climb. Although this plant I can't take off because of that, but I've left her like a little step there so she can get up and water that. And I need to write some instructions out. So now it's time to bring all my plants and group them. So I am grouping them by 2 groups only. So I'm doing a group for watering every 5 days and then another group which is to water every 10 days. So I'd rather my plants be a little bit thirsty rather than be overwatered. So this group that I'm arranging now is to be watered every 10 days. And the key in bringing them all together is because they tend to do better when they are in the same area as each other. So you are obviously enabling the humidity to stay up a little bit higher than they would be if they were scattered around, and it's just easier for the person that's coming in. So that is me finished. I have put everything in the relevant groups. So everything down here is like water every 10 days, and then everything over there in the kitchen is water every 5 days. And then I've just done her like a little video update so I can just like walk around the flat with her. Ideally I would have had her over to show her in person, but she's away, so I'm just doing a video update just so she can see what I'm talking about when I'm explaining it over like a message, an email or something. But that is it. So I'm sure they will be absolutely fine, and I will do an update when I get back and see the condition that they're in, and hopefully there's no plants I need to rehab, but I can see that there are some that could potentially need some love when I get back. But fingers crossed, crossing everything actually, that my plants are happy for 3 weeks without me.